But now to Lagos, where participants at the 15th Executive and Legislative Parley have resolved to collaborate towards ensuring that Lagos is granted special status by the federal government. This is one of the 15 resolutions of the two-day retreat in Lagos. Correspondent Adedoja Salam-Adeniyi attended the closing ceremony.
The Parley, with the theme harmonious relationship among various arms of government, a necessity for a greater Lagos, boast of guest speakers who have walked the path leadership in the state.
Sense of build capacity for collaboration.
Dele Alake, a former commissioner for information and strategy in Lagos State between 1999 and 2007, and the former governor Bola Tinubu, lectures on balance of power, and he highlights potential areas of friction between the executive and the legislature.
Ego tripping of the heads of both arms, where the head of the executive or the head of the legislative arm lacks self-confidence. Proximity to the national leader of the party gives every one of us that sense of belonging, that sense of participation, that sense of togetherness and of bonding, that we are one and the same, whether executive or legislative or whatever. So therefore, this commonality of objective makes it easier for us to meet at the bridge.
In the communique issued at the end of the Parley, Lagos special status took greater attention among other issues.
To collaborate towards ensuring that Lagos is deservedly granted special status by the federal government. To bring low-hanging projects into the nets for expedient completion.
For the chief host, it's been 2 days of positive engagement, sharing of ideas, and bonding.
And advice were given from our members in the National Assembly on best practices and how we can also build harmonious working relationship between the legislative and the executive, and for us to understand what the requirements of our legislative counterparts is what their requirements are, just so that at the end of the day, right, proper and good governance can be delivered to our citizens.
Aside from leadership quality, this collaboration has been the magic behind the successes recorded in Lagos State, and for the state to remain the most prosperous one, this kind of collaboration, they say, must be sustained. Adedoja Salam-Adeniyi, TVC News, Lagos.
Let's bring in Adedoja Salam-Adeniyi to tell us more about deliberations at the 15th Executive and Legislative Parley. Adedoja, what are other areas of the Parley's resolution?
Yeah, the resolutions are 15 in number, and it further stated that to engender mutual territorial respect, each arm of government should carry out its constitutionally assigned function within limits without getting into each other's territory. Now this comes, the oversight function of the legislators comes in here, that it is their duty to do their oversight functions, but when they go to their constituencies and find out issues there, their right is to come to the floor of the assembly, discuss it extensively, pass the bill over it, then get to the executive arm. Then the executive will find a solution to such issues. It talks about the limitations of each arm of government so that there won't be issues between them. Then another one is that the executive should inculcate the doctrine of inclusive governance by incorporating the party leaders and even legislature in the design of policies and programs for ease of implementation. Now, this is where the issue of they don't carry us along comes in. I'm quoting that sentence now. They don't carry us along. I've seen politicians over the years having issues, rifts among themselves because they are not being carried along. And then this has caused a lot of issues and affects people, if I may say. So all of this needs to be ironed out. People who should be in the know, not only the legislators, but even the party leaders, because the executive are there to implement the manifestos of the party leaders, and they should be in the know.
And indeed, all of this is geared towards making Lagos a better place to live in. Thanks for joining us at this time.